Hello. How are you all? Thank you for meeting my energy back to me because I'm a really awkward person, and I don't mean that as like to be cute. Like I will make every conversation you have with me one-on-one uncomfortable. Like I'm that person. Clearly, because I'm wearing a jumpsuit. This is a jumpsuit I'm wearing. I wore it. I'm out here. Yeah. Thank you. Portland is so nice. I feel I forced you into that pity clap for my fucking Target jumpsuit, and you did it, and that's why you're the best. I lived in Seattle for a very long time, and I recently moved to Olympia. Yeah. Cool. Y'all familiar with Olympia, Washington? No? Okay. Has anyone ever been there? Okay. I don't know when you went. It's exactly the same. Other than they put a mural by the artesian well or whatever. You know what? Every city laughs at that joke except for Portland because you're like, what's wrong with putting a mural by the artesian well? Why are you making fun of that? It's kind of fucking rude. That's what this is my okay. So I love that like Portland, Olympia, and Seattle have like sort of a weird beef with each other for whatever reasons. I don't know why, because you're all full of a lot of the same white people who are like there's a variety of white people, whatever, blah blah blah, blah. But there's also those like white people who are like purpose, like have a lot of money, but their whole purpose is to look poor. Like their thing is to pretend to be poor, and to do shit like maybe this is too real. Okay. To do shit like demand scent-free spaces, but walk in smelling hella like cumin and turmeric and shit, and just BO that slaps you in the face. And they're like, "I'm sorry, are you wearing a scented shampoo?" Oh. Don't act like, okay. This you feel personally attacked. I'm gonna stop. This is rude. It's fine. First of all, and now I feel like the need to go. It's totally valid to have a scent-free space. I get it. Cologne also gives me a headache. I hate that shit. But I also don't like when my nostrils get warm from BO. Like, that's a lot. I also don't like when your smell reminds me of a meal, But I'm like not hungry. It's like a weird fucking space to be in. All right. Let's move on. You're right. This is weird. I'm so excited to be here and have, this is like a festival weekend for me, which is great. And I've missed them and I'm excited. I don't get to party that much because I have a child. Okay. That one person was very nice. Clap for me, wooed for me. That's fine. I didn't really do anything. I just laid there, but I have a child now, and it's great. It's great, or whatever you're supposed to say. And I hate being a parent. It's awful, and it's the worst. It's the worst, like coupled with some really sweet photos. It's a lot of my kid's cuter than your kid, and also I hate my life. But no, my kids are very adorable, thank God, and I enjoy them and all that. But it's funny because I never get to have like weekends where I get to like just drink and be loud and obnoxious, which was my life all up until like my third pregnancy, which I kept full term. And what is that? No, okay. I'm not sure. Okay, you're right. Too edgy. I get it. Do I not look like a person who's had abortions? Okay. Two, not to brag. I was actually in this book called Shout Your Abortion. This is part of a little travel. You all familiar with Shout Your Abortion? Yeah, I'm in that book. There's like, I know the purpose of the book is to tell important stories and it's not to look attractive, but I feel like everyone in the book has really artsy photos, and like I was caught in a day when I had shaved my head and I was smoking and I was caught mid-laugh in my photo, so I 100% look like the mole from Wind in the Willows. Which is not a sexy look, and I was like, how do I complain and be like, I want to look sexy in the abortion book? But the funny thing is, when I did one of those shows, someone said to me afterwards, like, are you worried your kid is going to feel bad that you had 2 abortions before them? And I'm like, what? No. They're going to feel super wanted. You know? Like, they're going to think they were wanted, which is like the whole trick of parenting, I believe. As far as I can tell. Your other parent and I, we fell in love, or whatever. I don't know. My parents didn't tell me that. That's why I'm a comedian. But I don't know. But the fun thing, I was trying to take photos and audio clips out of my phone so I had more room for my fucking pictures of my kid. And I was erasing like old sets of mine. And I found this audio clip from a few years ago that's just me drunk and recording a note for myself. That's me going, note to self. New sketch idea. I am not a sketch comedian, nor do I do sketch at all. New sketch idea. Chill bros named Chilliam Fratner and Chillum DeBro. That's a real audio clip that if you want me to play for you later, I will. I did not make that up. So it's great being out here, being able to do that again. Yeah. I miss it. But no, I do have a partner. I have a partner at home. He is a white man. Yeah. He is a white cisgender man. Thank you for the moment of silence. Thank you. I'm like, it's like listen, I'm pansexual, which means I make mistakes, and that is not the definition of pansexuality. That is the definition of my life. I want to make that clear. That is not everyone else's pansexuality. Other people's bisexuality and pansexuality looks fucking fantastic. Mine looks like guy that stacks avocados at QFC. I fucked this guy for a while that really did stack avocados at the QFC on Broadway in Seattle. He looked like if Philip Seymour Hoffman was like the captain of a crab boat. That's my type, though, with guys for some reason. And maybe it's like, do you look like a Viking or a gnome? Like, that's my thing. Like, do you look like you could guard my garden or protect my castle? Like, yes. And also, do you have a carabiner of keys? I don't care what your gender identity is. If you wear a carabiner of keys, at any time, I'm like a cat with a bell where I'm like, what? Excuse me? It's really bad. Really bad. I have really bad taste. My current partner is cool, though. He looks like an attainable Mark Ruffalo. Think about it. It's good. But I learn a lot from him. I learn a lot about white culture. Did you all know that you can... Somebody knows my pain. Did you all know that you can glue a puzzle together? They make glue for it. You can do it. I thought you just put that and then you shook up them shits and then they're like, you do it again. I thought it was a reusable thing. But no, you can glue it and you can put it on the wall. So I also learned that white people put hot sauce in the fridge. Did y'all not? Some of you are like, you're not supposed to put hot sauce. Here's my PSA. I know this is not a joke. If you do not need to put Tapatio, Cholula, none of that shit is vinegar, you don't have to refrigerate it. Stop. People are laughing at you. Okay? I think my favorite thing is I realize you should not tell if you know a white person, specifically if you know a white guy, and he has never heard about lemon pepper, don't tell him. Because when they discover lemon pepper, like, they will put it on everything but not fish, which is what's supposed to go on. That's like the spice they came here to colonize us up for. It's fucking lemon pepper. All right, I need to leave. I don't know if you can tell. I hate when jokes start that way. Let's restart. I don't know if you can tell about me. I fucking hate that. Okay, let's restart. I don't know if you can tell about me. But I am a queer person who is transgender and non-binary. You're welcome. Thank you for the couple of woos. And my pronouns are they, them, which people struggle with because they're shitty. And I know I'm like, I hate when people are like, I just care about grammar. I just really care about language. Like, these are the same people that just go, then I oop, or whatever the fuck. Or say totes, or like, you know? And they're like, I just care about words. Fuck you. So anyways, my parents are having a hard time with it. We spent Christmas together where they were misgendering me the whole time. It was very upsetting. So I told them, I was like, I feel like you all think of me as like a woman that uses gender neutral pronouns as opposed to a gender neutral person who is not a woman. And that was too real, right? My mom started crying because she's a white lady, that's her move. And she was like, I just feel like my daughter died. Just like, don't feel sorry for her. She saw that shit in a movie. She is repeating stuff. And also, it's like some people's children have actually died, you selfish fucking asshole. Like, I'm standing right here. It's Christmas. Let's hang out. No one's watching your Lifetime movie. And then my dad was like, listen, and my dad's like a Mexican immigrant that's as woke as like, he's forced to be in public. And so my dad was like, listen, first I'd accept you're a lesbian. That was hard enough. Which is like, why'd you buy me so many puffy vests when I was a child? If you didn't want that to happen. And he was like, then I'd accept this pan no limits bullshit. Which, like I said, I'm pansexual, and my dad calls my sexuality pan no limits bullshit. Which is actually super accurate, and I feel very seen by that. You know? And then he was like, and then I'd accept this, I'm not a man, I'm not a woman, I'm a person, or whatever the fuck that is. And then he said, and then, and I'm like, and then? Like, where the fuck is he going at the top of this, like, stupid, fake, disappointment pyramid he's building for himself? And he was like, and then I'd accept you're a fucking vegetarian. Y'all have been awesome, thank you so much.